Please rise for the invocation to be led by Councilor Ganoy and the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. We earnestly pray, O Lord, that we are to hold this SP regular session today to focus ourselves to one another as servants of our people. Guide us, O Lord, in the performance of our duties and responsibilities as mandated by the people. Enhance our sense of integrity, honesty, dedication, and selflessness. Harness our qualities and confidence as each one of us has believed to be endowed with different qualities. All these we ask for the attainment of the Institute's development goal and to fully sustain our services and excellence. To God's glory and name. Amen. Good job, Councilor Puntalera. Hello, Secretary, please conduct the roll call. Ayos.
The presiding officer, Vice Mayor Jose Antonio Miguel Y. Perez.
Present.
The presiding officer pro tempore, Councilor Apolonio G. Bacay. Present. The majority floor leader, Councilor Felipe Tirado. Present. The minority floor leader, Councilor Oscar A. Buding. Councilor Caroline D. Quezon. Councilor Michelle S. Condera. Present. Councilor Lino Contelera. Present. Councilor Berna S. Rapaco, Councilor Robert Eranoy, Councilor Dalia S. De Leon, Councilor Arthur Felix P. Castro, Institution Member, Liga ng mga Barangay President Raul D. Bacay, at Pagsusunod ng Federasyon ng Sagunang Kabataan President Lover D. Bernard. 13 members of this August body responded to the order.
13 members respond to the call and now certify the presence of quorum. We may now transact official business. Before we proceed, under approval of the agenda, any unassigned business from?
We have 4 unassigned businesses, sir. The first one is proposed ordinance number 2021-12, an ordinance providing for the creation of Bantay African Swine Fever sa barangay, providing funds thereof and for other purposes. Item number 2 is proposed resolution number 2021-62, resolution authorizing City Mayor Art Brian Presidente to enter into a memorandum of agreement by and between the city government of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan and the Pangasinan State University for the establishment of the 100 Islands National Park Management System, implementation of smart tourism in the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan. Item number 3 is proposed ordinance number 2021-13, an ordinance reclassifying a parcel of land declared under tax declaration number 2018-35-0804, containing an area of 4,640 square meters from agricultural use to commercial use, registered under the name of Sheila C. Alfonso Merit to Jewel C. Marian. And lastly, proposed resolution number 2021-63, resolution favorably endorsing to the office of Secretary General Roy E. Simato, Department of Environment and Natural Resources, the letter of appeal of the City Government of Balangines, Pangasinan regarding the ongoing protected areas suitability assessment of the Hannes Island National Park pursuant to Republic Act number 7586 as amended.
Okay, any motion? Any unassigned business from the body? None? Any motion? Councilor Alvin Salisigan.
Mr. Chair, I move that the said agenda, copy of the assigned business, be approved by the Ombudsman.
It's been moved by Councilor Alvin Salisigan, seconded by Councilor Oscar Bowling, Councilor Fondelera, Councilor Bernabe, and Councilor Apple Bakay for the adoption of the said, for the approval of the said agenda. Any amendments? Hearing none, the said agenda is approved. Adoption of the journal and minutes of our SP regular session held on April 20, 2021. Anyone? Councilor Bernabe?
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the adoption of the journal and minutes on the SP regular session held on April 20, 2022.
It's been moved by Councilor Bernabe, seconded by Councilor Segundera, Councilor Rabago, Councilor De Leon, and Councilor Ranoy for the adoption of the said journal and minutes. Any objection? Amendment, discussions? Hearing none, the said journals and minutes are adopted. Privilege hour. Any privilege speeches to our colleagues? Any issues po sa ating pong lungsod, sa ating pong mga batas? May magkukwento ba? Wala? Okay. So, we proceed, Madam Secretary.
Panran.
May panran. Ah? Ma'am Luz? Any... Ay. Pwede mo sabay ito.
We proceed to the communications received, sir. Under communications received, we have received a letter from Mr. Alexander Ang, the proprietor manager of the Reef Mountain Firing Range located at Barangay Pandan, requesting this August body to endorse the continuous operation of Reef Mountain Firing Range located at Barangay Pandan, Analito City, Pangasinan.
Any motion?
Mr. Chair, I understand it is accompanied by Barangay Resolution already. Meron na ba? I have talked to the owner and there is already the control from the barangay. I hope that the same be already related to the business of the day, the deliberation later.
So do you have the papers already from the barangay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is a motion by Councilor Cirilo Radok, a majority floor leader, to include the said item in the business of the day, seconded by Councilor Oscar Bowling. Any objection? Hearing none, the said item is included in the business of the day for deliberation. Next item, unassigned.
Proceed the unassigned business. The first item is the proposed ordinance number 2021-12, an ordinance providing for the creation of Bansay African swine fever sa barangay, providing funds thereof and for other purposes.
Shall we refer this to the committee for...
Yes, Mr. Chair, I hope that the same be referred to the proper committee for committee hearing or whatever action necessary for the disposal of this item.
Okay, Councilor Robin Ranoy, our chairman on agriculture. Shall we schedule a committee hearing regarding the ordinance regarding ASF? April, pwede pong pakiayos yung mic ni Councilor Robin. April 30,
Friday?
ito na, this Friday na. April 30, what time po? 9:30 in the morning. Okay, paki-check lang. Meron tayong hearing na sa Friday, wala pa.
Check ko lang, sir.
Tingnan nyo kung nagre-red dito. Dapat nagre-red. Makoy. Dapat nagre-red.
Wala pa tayong
Okay,
na-reschedule.
so Councilor Noy, the Chairman of Agriculture, moves to schedule a committee hearing on April 30, 9:30 in the morning. Please invite the proponent, our city vet, and our city agriculture office. And kasama na ba yung barangay? Hindi pa muna siguro? Hindi pa muna. City Hall na lang muna siguro.
So, pag nagkaroon na siguro ng public hearing, Mr. Chair, tsaka natin sama yung mga barangay.
Oo. Pero wala namang ano to eh.
Wala ba?
Wala namang penalty, so hindi na natin kailangan i-hearing siguro. Pero siguro, city vet muna, no? Para at least maayos muna yung mga kailangan nila. So ordered, April 30, 1938. Next item.
Proposed resolution authorizing City Mayor Art Van Celeste to enter into memorandum of agreement by the city government of the city of Balanis, Pangasinan, and the Pangasinan State University for the establishment of the 100 Island National Park Management System for its implementation of smart tourism in the city of Balanis, Pangasinan.
So, may I refer this to, kasi wala pa tayong committee on mga IT, ganon. So, I think last time, do we refer it to Councilor Bernabe na lang para at least mas versed sa... tourism pala to. Sorry. May I refer this to Councilor Season? Smart tourism. Tama ba? Tourism?
Hello? Okay now. Yes, Mr. Chair, consider the said items for a committee meeting on May 12 at 9:30.
Councilor Season, Chairman ng Tourism schedule, Chairperson ng Tourism schedule sa committee hearing on May 12, 9:30 in the morning. Please invite the Tourism Department and the people concerned with regarding the said resolution. And the plan. Kung anong plan ba itong smart tourism? Maybe the planning office, city tourism office, with regard to the MOA, with the PSU, and please make sure na meron po tayong draft MOA. Siguro kung po pwede, assist na lang po si Councilor Bernabe or sino po yung mga inclined sa mga IT and mga online databases and online systems. Okay? May 12, 9:30 in the morning. Next item. The classification.
An ordinance reclassifying a parcel of land declared under tax declaration number 2018-35-00804, containing an area of 4,640 square meters from agricultural use to commercial use, registered under the name of Stella P. Alfonso Mary Tesuel P. Mariano.
Councilor Rosalito Pandelera.
Scheduled for committee hearing, Mr. Chair, on May 7, 11 o'clock.
11 a.m. po. Okay, Councilor Pandelera, the chairman on land use, scheduled sa committee hearing on May 7, 11 o'clock in the morning. Please invite the proponent and our zoning officer with regard to this matter. So ordered. Next item.
Request for a resolution favorably endorsing to the Office of Secretary General Roy A. Simato, Department of Environment and Natural Resources, the letter of appeal of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan regarding the ongoing protected area and community assessment of the 100 Island National Park pursuant to Republic Act number 7586 as amended.
So this is attached to your copy is the letter of our LGU, appeal letter of our LGU to be endorsed to the DANR. So, like, our guest is not yet here.
Nandito na po.
Ano dyan naman?
Sir, Makaiba.
Oh yes, sir, sorry. So, Councilor Serino Ladok moves to suspend the rules are suspended. Please acknowledge our guest, Madam Secretary.
Our guest for this item is our City Legal Officer, Attorney Walter Makaiba.
Hello.
So, Attorney Walter, thank you po for going to our session. So, can you give us a brief background? What was the history of this? Why we have to write a letter to the DNR regarding the segment? Thank you po.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Good afternoon po sa August Party. Thank you. For the information of all, kami rin po on the part of the executive, nagulat din po kami dito sa nangyari kasi this happened yung first week of March. The city administrator requested me to attend a certain hearing with the DENR Regional Executive Director Attorney Crisaldi. Now, during the meeting with DENR, it was proposed that doon lang din namin nalaman that the DENR is undertaking a PASA for 100 Islands without us knowing it. Ang PASA po kasi is the Protected Area Suitability Assessment. Bakit po ito nangyayari? Kasi noong 1992 po, meron pong pinasang batas na National Integrated Protected Area System kung saan nilagay ang 100 Island bilang isang initial component ng protected area. So, dati-rati ang pagkakaalam po natin is ang 100 Islands po talaga is mature na bilang protected area. Doon lang po namin nalaman na hindi po pala. Nasa initial component. And then with the passage of RA 11038 or the INIPA expanding the RA number 7586, doon po namin nalaman na ang DNR has only 3 years to undertake the PASA, yung Protected Area Suitability Assessment, para po yung 100 Islands maging mag-mature na po siya, maging protected area. Doon pa lamang po, wala po tayong problema sana. But then, when we look at the provisions of INIPAS Act and the NIPAS Act, meron pong provision na once po naging protected area, nag-mature na po ang bawat protected area, yung administration, supervision, management, mapupunta po sa DENR. Under po siya ng Biodiversity Management Bureau. At ang mag-head po dito po sa Alaminos City ay ang PAMU o yung Protected Area Management Office headed by the PASU, the Protected Area Supervisor. Ang sinasabi po ng DNR during the negotiation, wala daw pong maapektuhan sa relation ng LGU sa 100 Islands. Tayo din po ang tawag nito pagmamanage. But then, I disagree. Very clear po kasi sa batas na once po naging protected area ang 100 Islands, yung Executive Order 436 na sinayin po ni Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, which transfers the management, supervision, and operation of the 100 Islands from Philippine Tourism Authority to the LGU, mare-repeal po yun. And we know for a fact that 100 Islands is the bread and butter of the city. Ito po yung identity ng local government. Once po na mawala to, yung management po natin, mawawala na po ang LGU. Wala ang magmamanage po dito, DNR. And during the negotiation, sinasabi nila sa atin na wala daw pong paulit-ulit na sinasabi nila na wala pong mangyayari sa relation natin. In-example po nila yung sa Zamboanga. If you are familiar with the Pink Beach or the Santa Cruz Island, ang ginawa ko doon, ang sabi nila, wala din pong mawawala sa inyo. Ang gagawin po nating tool for the city to have to retain its management and supervision over the 100 islands. Gayahin po natin ang Zamboanga. Kung saan, ang Zamboanga po kasi, naglagay po sila ng PAMU under the office of the city mayor. But then, nangyari lang po yan, pag titignan mo, that is contrary to NIPAS. Kasi ang NIPAS Act po talaga, sinasabi na yung tao nito na yung management ng protected area ay under ng DENR. So nung nagkaroon po kami ng tao nito ng meeting together with LGU Zamboanga, sabi po nila, ang nagmamalis din po, LGU. Kaso yung PAMU is under the office of the city mayor. But then, ang tanong po namin doon, what if maglagay ang DNR ng PAMU under them? Who will manage? Who will manage it? Yun po yung hindi masagot ng LGU. At ang management lamang po, at ang tool na ginamit, instrument na ginamit ng LGU at DNR para i-manage yung Santa Cruz, ay through Memorandum of Agreement dated 2011 pa. But with the passage of INIPAS Act, ano po yun? Tawag nito, considered repeal po sana yun kasi that is inconsistent with the provisions of INIPAS. Wala po sanang problema kung maging protected area ang 100 islands. Wala po sana tayo doon kaso yung management ang nilalaban po natin dito. Kasi pag titignan mo nga naman, under section 10 sa 11B po ng INIPAS Act, yung management very clear. It must be under the office of the PAMU, headed by the PASO.
Okay, thank you, Attorney. So if we pass this a letter, what are our chances, Attorney, that do we have any legal basis to fight for a right to manage 100 islands, or as of the moment, di pa natin alam?
Yes po, thank you, Vice. Bale po, meron pong procedure bago po mag-mature ang bawat protected area ng mga initial component ng protected area para maging mature sila. Unang-una po is delineation and demarcation of boundaries. Ito po, ginawa na po nila sa 100 islands. In fact, doon po sa demarcation nila at saka boundaries, in-include na po nila ang Selbang at saka Bolo Beach bilang parte ng 100 islands. Nagawa po nila. And now, the second part, which is the PASA, yung Protected Area Suitability Assessment, ongoing pa po ito. And then yung third, which is public consultation. Sasabihin po nila, ilalatag po nila sa LGU, sa mga affected sectors, kung papayag po tayo na maging protected area ang 100 islands. Ngayon, inaantay po natin itong consultation. But then, nakausap ko po kasi yung legal ng DENR. Ang sabi po niya, ano bang stand ng LGU para alam po natin kung ano talaga yung gagawin namin. And then, nag-usap-usap naman po ang executive na disestablishment na i-refer po namin sa inyo for your approval and appropriate action po sana.
Okay, thank you. Any questions from the body? So, siguro this is a very big concern that malaman po natin, and we should maybe think of other ways of encouraging our constituents to fight for that right to manage our kasi bread and butter natin. If I believe we are earning 40 to 60 million a year for the said program, the said island. And the tourism, alam naman nila, pag alam nila, 100 islands. So, it might be a cause of concern. So, ngayon pa lang, alam na natin para at least alam natin kung anong gagawin natin. So, if there are no questions, I would like to thank Attorney Walter Makaibang, our City Legal Officer. Thank you, sir.
Thank you po.
So, we'll now lift this. We don't have any more guests, madam. So, we will now lift the suspension of the rules. It's a pleasure, everybody. Maybe majority floor leaders. Been moved by Councilor Cyril Rodoc, seconded by Councilor Season, Councilor Bakay, Councilor Raul Bakay, Councilor Bernabe, to include the said resolution in the business of the day for deliberation. Next item.
Now let's proceed to the committee report. The first item is joint committee report from survey of Day 4 Area and Survey Zone, Alongoro, Barangay Pandan, held on April 15, 2021.
Councilor Season,
Yes, Mr. Chair. The rescheduled survey was supposed to be held on 16 April 2021 at 9 o'clock in the morning. Representatives from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources headed by Engineer Marlene Pereira, Unang Barangay de Mateo Miron, Barangay and representation were in attendance. Before the actual conduct of the survey, deliberation was conducted with the attendance because of the absence of representative officer Gregorio Lacuanta, the registered owner of the adjoining property of the foreshore area salvage zone, which is the subject matter of the issue. Based on the deliberation conducted, the following were defined. That Mr. Lacuanta is in favor of conducting the survey, but the survey must be conducted for the whole foreshore area salvage zone along Bodo Beach. Representatives from the DNR were hesitant to conduct the survey due to the following: insufficiency of their available instruments or equipment. The adjoining property owned by Mr. Lacuanta has a recently and newly approved subdivision survey of cadastral land from DNR Regional Office. The approach seriously was based on the provisions of the law. The salvage zone of adjoining agricultural area will be 20 meters. But as per projection of the representatives of the DNR, the classification of the property of Mr. Lacuanta is allegedly timberland, which should have 40 meters salvage zone. If the property of Mr. Lacuanta is already titled, which require court declaration to revert back to the government if this issue will be pursued by the government. Punong Barangay Miron informed that Mr. Lacuanta is requesting that the survey be conducted in his presence because he will be coming to the Philippines anytime soon. In view of the above-cited reason, the DNR representatives recommended that the dialogue with the concerned parties must be conducted to settle the identified issues before the conduct of the actual survey to avoid any legal and technical issues during the survey. So in view of the above stated findings, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of this committee report and a dialogue with the concerned parties to set on May 12, 2021 at 10:30 a.m. Mr. Chair, may I request to invite the following SENRO, Chief Regulation and Permitting Section, Mr. Emilio Gabrilio, Conservation and Development Section, Policer, Mario Pinto, Engineer Pereira, Barney Walter of PLO, Tourism Department Head, Mr. Lacuanta or his representative, the Barangay Council of Pandan, and the officers of Malaysia.
Okay, Councilor, can I just ask, nandiyan naman na yung mga pinag-usapan nito. So kung mag-usap-usap ulit kayo sa May 12, what will be our expectation?
Paano po yung magiging survey by? Kasi sa pag-usapan na po yung lahat na survey, dapat po ang timberland, kung timberland siya, kung timberland, yung 40 meters pa ang gagamitin, yung 20 meters. Hindi po yung mga issues. Tapos, syempre may mga comments po kasi na baka makapunta sa national. Mas malaki magiging problema. So, kailangan mo lang meron ng dialogue para dito pa lang makapag-usapan maayos para sa talagang
Do you have a stand of the DNR o hindi nila alam masyado? Hindi nila alam. Okay, sige. May 12 ba time po? So, the committee Councilor Carol Season moves for the adoption of this committee report and schedules a dialogue for a committee hearing regarding the said issue on May 12, 10:30 a.m. Please invite the mentioned guests. Okay? So may I also suggest, Councilor Carol, siguro pag-usapan natin to this week or next week with our city mayor para at least alam rin niya yung sitwasyon at saka ano ba yung how far is he willing to take this issue kasi medyo matagal na to eh. Diba parang paikot-ikot lang tayo. Diba? So will we stick to stand of the people or will we go to sa basis ng for sure? Okay? So next item, Madam Secretary.
Next item is joint committee report from the hearing held on April 19 regarding the proposed ordinance providing for the establishment of bicycle lanes, shared lanes, and bicycle facilities in relation thereto as provided for thereof.
Councilor Raul Baquez, recognize.
Mr. Chair, second round committee hearing pertaining to the outstanding matter conducted on April 19, 2021, along with my colleague Martinor Ferrero Rato, and then Pag-Organar Rato, also present Mr. Manuel Hernández, Mr. Dionisio Laja of Buko, and Engineer Robert Mendoza from DPWH. Engineer Mendoza from DPWH stated that before submitting bicycle lane, around widening to the construction of 4 lanes along National Road should be done first, in consonance with the convenience and municipality of government. However, Mr. Reliance statement about DPWH Department Order number 88 series of 2050 which has described the guidelines of the size of this bicycle facility along the National Road, providing a uniform size of bicycle facility to the scheme as a system of rules that will meet the needs and fit access of bicycle and other road users. The minimum width to be adopted for the one directional separation bike lane shall be 2.44 meters. The answer states that there is no need to make the road but suppose people for a protect bicycle marking to bicycle lane. After hearing from the component representative and social services, Mayor Rato explained that one of the benefits that may be derived from the scheme bicycle lane to prevent the establishment of parking areas for extension of parking spaces, such as repair shops that would cause further obstruction to the national highways and city streets. Considering the restricted purpose of the proponent bicycle riders and the safety of the public in general, this committee suggested the conduct of public hearing where the discussion made in the same committee hearing will be deliberated and where the view of all concerned will be heard. Therefore, in view of the above this finding, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of its committee report and the same subject matter to be set for public hearing on May 20, 2021, 10 a.m. at Plaza Enrique Berganta.
Speaking of our great President Raul Baquez, moves for the adoption of this committee. The chairman on transportation moves for the adoption of this committee report and to set the public hearing on May 20, 10 o'clock in the morning at the Plaza Enrique Berganta. Please invite the people concerned, Madam Secretary. So, any objection? Seeing none, the said committee report is hereby adopted. The said public hearing is set on May 20, 10 o'clock in the morning. Next item.
Joint committee report from the hearing held on April 21 regarding the proposed ordinance providing for the protocols in handling children, including those in extreme situations, in need of special protection, children at risk, and children in conflict with the law during the implementation of community quarantine in the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Councilor Season, second na.
Sir, the committee hearing was conducted at April 21, 2021. As per the reference from PSWD, Station and Block and General Penanian, and also Councilor Hernandez, Councilor Cyril Hernandez. Upon interest of the agenda, the proposed measures stem from the joint memorandum of the Department of Interior, Local Government, and the Council for the Youth, Mayor of Children, reminding all local government Yes, the mother being found out that the child is unsafe in the custody of his or her parents, then the child will be referred to another. Other matters, such as the inclusion of the nursing ordinance into the proposed ordinance. The committee suggested to schedule another committee hearing and invite representatives from also HOC President, CSC, COO of the Indonesian. Details about stated findings, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of this committee report and the never be scheduled for another hearing on May 5, 2021. Then,
So Councilor Season, who's for the adoption of this committee report, and another committee hearing is set on May 5, 2021. At 10 a.m. Any objection? Hearing none, the said committee report is sealed by...
Having the ng 3 o'clock, may particular.
Okay.
At the date is May
May 6. Stand corrected, May 6, 2021, 10 o'clock in the morning. Wala. No orders. Siguro kung minor, pwede bang magsama rin tayo ng SK, gano'n? Or siguro representative ng minor din. Hindi ba nag-represent sa minor? Siguro a few SK... handle din naman. Handle din ba yung mga minor? Handle din rin. So siguro, maganda rin mag-invite rin tayo ng kahit dalawang officer lang ng SK Fed para at least represented yung mga minor. Baka may marirekomenda si Councilor Oscar Noling or kaya si Councilor mga SK. Di ba? Kasi nandun tayo sa apprehending officers, nandun tayo sa CSWD. Siyempre yung side din ng minor, kailangan na mapakinggan din natin. Baka meron din silang minor dyan. So, okay? So, siguro,
kung pwede mag-invite natin yung PLO,
yung
civil legal officer, kasi po, medyo may discussion regarding the curfew hours.
okay, if, so, next item.
Joint Committee Report from the hearing held on April 22 regarding the review of SK Annual Budget 2021 ng Barangay Landok, Magsaysay, Mona, Poblacion, Tanaytay, and Victoria.
Moved by Councilor Sri Lebon, seconded by Councilor Lanoy, Councilor Bernabeu, to include the said, for the adoption of the report, to include the said items of today's meeting. Any objection? Hearing none, said the committee report is hereby adopted and said matter being included in the fixed today's meeting. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Now we proceed to the business of the day.
Before we proceed to the business of the day, nalala ko na pag-usapan natin yung CCTV ordinance last week. May update po tayo.
Sir, based on our review of the CCTV ordinance, may provisions na po doon, if I'm not mistaken, section 10, which provides that the footage of CCTV na kailangan po para sa investigasyon ay pwede pong makuha ng ating kapulisan sa pamamagitan po ng either una po court order, letter of request from the city mayor, or letter of request from our chief of police. Yun lang po. So pwede po nilang mahingi po yung copy ng CCTV.
So can you give a copy to the PNP also? And maybe our city legal officer para meron din silang copy. Ipaki-highlight na lang.
Yes, sir.
And then coming from the Sanggunian na ito po yung provision. I think napasa na rin kay Caparol. Okay ba? Yung sa CCTV? Right? Hindi napasa po.
Actually, sir, binigay ko na po sa office ni the President. Hinaylightan ko na po yung section where the provision was.
So, kung may kailangan pa, sulat tayo para meron tayo ng t-shirt na sagot. Action. May 1. May 1, ano? May 2. May 3, 9:30.
Hindi siya meeting niya, may 1.
9:30, kahit ano. Wala problem, answer problem. Chair rules for a 1 minute recess. Now resume our session. Kailan tayo? May 3. What time po? Ha? What time po? 9:30? So, Pastor Cirilo Doc, kung sa schedule a committee hearing regarding Mona and Poblacion. Only Mona. Special. Mona SK, Annual Budget 2021. Mona sa Mona. So, on May 3, 10 o'clock in the morning. So, ordered. Any other... Madam Secretary, proceed. CCTV lang naman yung testing natin, no? Okay.
Now let's proceed to the business of the day. Under new business, we have the second reading of the codification ordinance.
So regarding the codification ordinance, it's not yet done. So shall we defer it to 2 weeks or 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 3 weeks. Yung piggery ordinance, di ba tapos? Piggery. So for the codification ordinance, we defer it for 3 weeks. Is there any objection? Hearing none. For the piggery ordinance, we defer it for 2 weeks. Is there any objection? Hearing none. Next item.
Next item is the second reading of the ordinance enacting the Alameda City Public Safety, Security, Peace and Order Code of 2021.
Councilor Bernardo po. Third reading na. Third reading na. It is moved by Councilor Bernardo, the chairperson on Peace and Order, to calendar the said ordinance enacting the Alameda City Public Safety, Security, Peace and Order Code 2021 for third and final reading in our next regular session. 3 years na ata yun. Next item.
Resolution endorsing the continuous operation of Reef Mountain Firing Range located at Barangay Pandan, Alameda City, Pangasinan.
Okay, complete na record sila mga abuse. Sir, yung barangay resolution or...
Actually, upon verification with the record, sir, wala pa sa amin yung sa barangay.
No.
Wala pa po kaming copy nung sa barangay endorsing the operation of the Reef Mountain, sir.
But I think our majority pwede already talked to the... Okay na? Okay? So there's a motion by Councilor Cirilo Doc, seconded by Councilor Oscar Boli, Councilor Bernal Rapado, for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? If not, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Resolution favorably endorsing to the Office of Secretary General Roy A. Simato, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, the letter of appeal of the City Government of Alameda, Pangasinan regarding the ongoing protected area suitability assessment of the Haglund Islands National Park pursuant to Republic Act number 7586 as amended.
Any motion? Been moved by Councilor Cirilo Doc, seconded by Councilor Carol. Shall we seconded by all? Seconded by all for the adoption of the said resolution. Any amendments or? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Resolution declaring valid and operative as a whole the following SK annual budget. SK annual budget of the following barangays. Barangay Landok, Magsaysay, Mona, Poblacion, Landok, Magsaysay, Poblacion, Tanaytay, and Victoria.
Been moved by Councilor Cirilo Doc, seconded by Councilor Abulbacay, Councilor Tison, Councilor Rabago, Councilor Bernabe, for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is read out. Item.
Third and final reading of the ordinance granting franchise to United Stations of Cable Owners and Operators of the Philippines Incorporated to broadcast live and data stream cockfighting activities at their on commercial establishments and to establish, operate, and maintain off-site captive station within the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Okay, to be moved by Councilor Secretary or 5% item. I got 5% measure. Any objection? Hearing none, the said ordinance is item. Next item.
Announcement, reminders. So, we have already received a Sangguniang Panlalawigan Resolution number 358-2021, declaring resolution number 2021-44 of this August body entitled Confirming and Approving in Total the Proposed Calendar Year 2021 Supplemental Annual Investment Program number 1 of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan, amounting to 50 billion 500,000 adopted within the conferred powers of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. And also, we have also received a copy of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Resolution number 359-2021, declaring appropriation ordinance number 2021-01, entitled An Ordinance Enacting Supplemental Budget number 1 of the Local Government Unit of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan for the operation of the city government enacted within the conferred powers of the Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Any other announcement? Any announcement? Ma'am Luz, any announcement? Kamusta yung legislative building? Pwede tayo lumita? Wala pa. Wala pa.
Last time, papunta namin sir.
Okay.
And we are planning sir to leave this again para
Okay, o paki-ayos na yung mga room arrangements, mga seating arrangements. So, Councilor Segundera, shall we adjourn?
Yes, Mr. Chair, there are no more other matters to be discussed and for the adjournment of the session.
Approved by Councilor Segundera, seconded by Councilor Rabato, Councilor De Leon, Councilor Sison, Councilor Albacay, Councilor Beto, Councilor Bernabé, Councilor Segundera, seconded by Omen, for the adjournment of today's regular session. And now call this Sangguniang regular session for the month of April adjourned. Thank you very much po. Dito dapat meron tayong shuttle.